What's going on, world? Day 36 of my 40-day fast is now over and complete. And yeah, man, just to kind of clear up what I was gonna say on those part one, part two for day 35, because I don't know what's wrong with my storage. I got plenty of space, but it still cut the video short. So all I was gonna say at the end there was just be careful of what you claim that you can't do through and with the Lord. You know, it's one thing to say, God, I don't want to have to go through that storm, that season, et cetera, et cetera. You know, that's one thing. But be careful of saying what you can't do through God and with God. Because he'll mess around and put you in some circumstances to prove to you that anything that you ever go through was never because of your own strength to begin with. He's always been with you and always been the reason for the season of you getting through your situation. I.e., again, with me being in this 40-day fast, I thought 2021 was hard enough. So I was like, it's going to be nearly impossible for me to do 21 again, all over again. I was like, yeah, I'll probably never do that. You know, I added that probably in there, but all God had to hear was, oh, really now? And here I am, finding myself being very humbled and in a situation where, Lord, I need this 40. I needed the 40, and for multiple reasons I needed it. So, and I'm better off for it, and I'm better off for it. So, that's all I was gonna say at the end. But as far as my day 36, it was smooth. I definitely can tell you one thing. Yeah, not having no training videos anymore and having to be on the flow the whole time. Man, man, boy, I'm trying to talk about time. You talking about time? Boy, I went to sleep as soon as I got home yesterday. Actually, I was cramping a little bit, so I couldn't go straight to sleep. But yeah, I won't playing around, boy. I got home, changed them clothes, and tried to go. If it weren't for me cramping, I would have instantly went to sleep. And I did drink my water and stuff. I don't know. I guess I was sweating hard yesterday. It was hot in that kitchen because they had me back in the kitchen yesterday. It was hot in that kitchen, boy. It was hot in that kitchen. And I don't know if we were short or what, but it was just four of us. And it really won't even four of us. It was really two workers and then two managers. You see what I'm saying? So it was me and another dude, but the other dude is a part-time worker, so he didn't even work but 7 hours. Yeah, he ain't work but 7. Wait, he was two. Yeah, he was 2 to 9. So yes, no, that's 6.5 because you get break. Yeah, so he ain't work but 6.5 hours. You see what I'm saying? So it was a whole hour and 30 minutes of my shift without him. And we were busy yesterday, or maybe we weren't that busy, but it just felt like we were busy because it was just me in the kitchen. Because one of the managers, like had a bunch of stuff to do on the floor, you know, with their managerial duties. Managerial, that's not a word. Nevertheless, she had a whole bunch of stuff to do it, so she was just kind of just coming back and forth helping when needed. But and I can't remember when the other manager came in. She had came in like I want to say like 2 hours in, 2 or 3 hours into my shift is when that other one came in. So yeah, bro. Yeah, 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 bro. Yeah. Yeah, I was working hard. And then, I mean, I get that my training is over, but like my manager, I mean, she won't like on me, But she was just like, after I was knocking all them orders out, because again, I'm pretty much back there by myself. Now when it was definitely multiple peers where it got super crazy, and one order was ordering like 5 different food items, and then it was people coming in right behind them, and drive through was coming in. So it was definitely several periods where it was getting crazy in there, and yeah, they definitely came in and helped, but still, it's just like, boy. Other than that, it's just like she like, oh well, why this ain't done, why this ain't done. It's just like it's been nonstop. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I kind of like some of that stuff we really didn't go like we might have mentioned it in my training, but like I never had to do it because it was either A already done or it just wasn't time to be done. You see what I'm saying? So I might have very rarely seen some of those things that she was mentioning. Um, but like half a time, like kind of saw it halfway or one time. But because I was in the kitchen and I was the main one in the kitchen, she like, yeah, you need to be doing this and this. I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, lady, I'm still trying to recover from the order. Like, yeah, I know I gotta keep going, but it's just like some of this stuff you just like, boy, is it gonna stop at some point? um, but yeah, man, it was definitely something. So yeah, I figured it was gonna be a doozy this week, and it definitely is. These 8 hours on the flow, it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. And I mean, I guess the good thing, because yesterday didn't feel like it lingered too bad. I will say I do wish she made me go to break like 30 minutes early, and I would have much rather just went so that I would have had exactly 4 hours before, 4 hours after. Because I want to say them that last 45 minutes, I ain't gonna lie, I was running on E a little bit. And like I said, I was sweating hard. Like my daggone ear set, it was drenched with my sweat. Like I was sweating hard yesterday. I don't know why I feel like it will, or maybe because I was just running, what I'm saying, running around in the kitchen. That's probably why I was sweating so much. But yeah, yeah, definitely tired for sure, for sure, definitely tired. And I'm glad that I got my daggone insoles. I'm glad them things came in, cause my feet didn't start hurting until like the last like once I got like super tired that last 45ish 30 minutes. um that's when my heels started to hurt, but they weren't hurting like how they normally would. um so they definitely work. And I think my back was just hurting just because again I was just tired. um So yeah, the insoles hurt for sure. I mean, not the insoles. My back and my heels were hurting, but the insoles work. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't imagine. Hey, is because like again they lasted pretty well. I can't imagine if I was uh on them regular worn out insoles from last week, yeah, this would be more than a doozy of a week if I didn't have them insoles. So I thank God for that, and I just hope because they won't cheap. They like $55. I just hope them bad boys actually last. And the thing does say allow a week for them to break in. So I'm hoping moving forward, they'll just work even better after I break them in this week. Cause ain't nobody trying to spend a whole bunch of money on no darn insoles, cause I've been reading some of the comments, and I guess it's give or take depending on like your body and body type, and what all you are actually doing. I guess that determines if it's gonna wear out sooner than later. With just different insoles in general. So I'm just hoping them bad boys last a while. Cause again, I ain't trying to be spending $55 a pop to keep replacing them things. You see what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely sure. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little tired right now. I mean, I'm not sore anymore, but I'm definitely tired still. And it's about time to yeah, it's definitely about time to start getting ready. So to go. So it's just like, boy, man, round two. Round two. But yeah, yesterday was smooth. Um, I think because I did get a little nauseous after work. I definitely sat in that parking lot for a little bit, but that was, I understand. Like I said, I was sweating hard yesterday. My daggone underwear were drenched from how much I was sweating. So like, yeah, I know I was working hard yesterday. So I'm just, yeah, I'm not surprised why I was cramping. Like I probably could have took a shower. I just really didn't want to take a shower. I really wanted to get into bed and go to sleep. And like I said, if it wasn't for the cramps, I would have just been able to do just that. So we'll see. Cause yeah, probably because I was tossing and turning a little bit too. So if I would have had a nice clean shower, that probably would have, settled me all the way down. So I'm probably try to just thug it out and take a shower, force myself to take a shower tonight. Given as long as I felt the same way I felt yesterday. Just so that I can make sure I, have a nice peaceful sleep instead of being a little restless. Um, but yeah, man, that was pretty much my day. Um, and yeah, kind of slept in a little bit today. Actually, I didn't sleep in too late. It just took me a little minute to get out the bed and get moving because I am tired. So unfortunately, still ain't been reading my darn Bible. That's definitely on me. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know, cause I needed that sleep. I needed it. I literally needed it. So I don't know. I'm just gonna have to ask the Lord to forgive me, and just once I can get this food in my system, so my body can be recovering and have what it needs to be strong, then I can just, after this week, then yeah, I'm thinking that's about as good as it's gonna get for real. Well, I mean, we'll see, we'll see, you know. But if I gotta work as hard as I did yesterday, yeah, I ain't gonna be reading no Bible. I ain't gonna be reading no Bible. And as soon as I get home, I'm gonna be going to sleep after I take a shower. If I got enough energy to take a shower, so I mean, of course, I'm listening to gospel music and, watching my Christian podcasts and stuff. So I am still doing that, but it's just like, yeah, I feel like it ain't enough. And I wish I was doing more, but I don't know. Work is just taking a lot out of me. Work is taking a lot out of me. But it was definitely still a good day. It was definitely still a good day. So, yeah, time to get ready for day two. We're gonna make it happen. So, man of God, woman of God, thank you for tuning in. I love you. Wish nothing but the best for you. Uh, 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 yeah, man, and just be blessed, yeah. Y'all be blessed, man. It's victory week, man. Hold on, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're going through, just hold on just a little while longer. But yeah, man, y'all be easy. Peace.